Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly news and pre-order video covering all of the new releases from Forge World and Games Workshop. Now I recently hit the milestone of 44,000 subscribers, so I'm very happy about that. If you're not yet subscribed, I strongly recommend you do. Even if you don't watch the videos every day, or you just check back to the channel every other day, you probably got a lot of channels that you're subscribed to, but it does make a difference, and it is certainly one of the big motivators for me to continue making daily content. I'd very much like to get to 50,000, and at 50,000, that's a big milestone for me, and I'd love to do another big giveaway. If you haven't already, and you like the content, please do. You can also join the channel as a member if you're not able to use the Element Games affiliate link to buy all your Warhammer goodness, whereby you help fund the channel and all the content. I think it's about £2 a month, and there's quite a few people that have been members for almost 2 years, and they get a little Warlord Titan picture next to their name, which is very cool. Thank you guys, we're coming up to that milestone. So as I say, you can save yourself 20% off of your Warhammer goodness by using the Element Games affiliate link down in the description below. I would click on that link, and then once it loads the page, just save it as one of your favorites, and then you don't have to keep clicking the link every time you buy something. And then at the checkout, if you put this channel's crystal code, which is also in the description, you'll earn yourself double the crystal points, and that helps the channel out too. It'll take you to this website here. They do sell all around Europe and a few other countries. You've got fast worldwide shipping. It's only America really that they can't really ship the Games Workshop products, and that's the Games Workshop international shipping policy thing that they've got, not a Element Games thing. You can order yourself an airbrush and things and still get it sent to America and help the channel that way. So I thought I'd just explain all of that first of all, because there hasn't been a news and pre-order video for a week or so. Let's go over to the community website, where there's a lot of news over the past sort of 2 weeks, a lot for me to cover. I'm going to try and condense this video down to as short as possible, because I do like to talk about this amazing hobby called Warhammer. So if we go back in time, sort of 2 weeks ago, about the 16th or so of April, and we talk about the sort of pre-orders. There's pre-orders for Warhammer Underworlds a couple of weeks ago. This Nether Maze, I think that was up for pre-order last weekend on the Saturday. You get some new K-Knight Shadow Stalkers, as well as some brand new plastic Skaven. I think the Skaven look gorgeous, I really do. You've also got the Exiled Dead, which possibly could make some kind of like civilians or techno mutants, whatever, in the 41st millennium, like some experiments gone wrong. You've got Rivals of Harrowdeep, which are available separately. You got some books, Throne of Light looks good, and then Soul Slayer, and then Soul Drinker, 20th anniversary, and a couple in different languages. You've got the stickers, Panini. Just like the word Panini, it's nice. But it does make me fancy a Panini. So you got a load of stickers as well that you can collect. Not massive fan of like the newer artwork, so I don't know. It's not Panini's fault, is it, really? It's just what they're given, but you can collect the stickers. I used to collect stickers and have sticker albums when I was a kid. So you've got range rotation, so these won't be gone for good, but they'll just disappear for a while. They'll probably bring them back, hoping in plastic. But yeah, you've got Captain Badrock, Snickrot, which I should be doing reviews soon for, because I picked them up. But you've got a few Forge World things, which is really quite odd. Necron Singularity generators for your Seraptech. They're disappearing for a while. You got the Orc Stomper gun, and you've got the Necron Sentry Pylon as well. that's interesting that they're disappearing. Warhammer Plus, there was a Necromunda battle report and also an interrogator episode 1. So plenty to get your teeth into Warhammer Plus that past week. There was an article about the other changes coming to Chaos Space Marines. If you look at the changes now, they go into 2 wounds, of course, and they've now got 3 attacks and a leadership of 8. I mean, yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? You've got the heavy chain axe as well and demon blades. I mean, look at that heavy chain axe, AP -4. It's lovely. So, yeah, so there are some changes coming to Chaos Space Marines. You got rewards for the Dark Gods for the new Chaos Knights box set. It's going to have kind of like 3 versions of the Chaos Knight in there. I thought it would be a completely brand new box with just the new Chaos Knight in, but it's not. It's going to be, it's going to have, you know, your other options, so you don't have to pick the one with the Volkite cannon or whatever it's called. You've got an article about Nethermaze. You've got a little look at this character, this bounty hunter, which I think will be coming to Forge World, possibly. Yeah, the Forge World Manufactorum. So yeah, this is quite big. This is quite a big model coming out from Forge World for Necromunda, and it'll look great next to all of your other new Necromunda vehicles. I really like the Mad Max theme. I want to support it, don't get me wrong, I really do want to support it, but when I saw the price at £180, I thought, oh, that's quite a lot. Maybe the miniatures will be available separately. I think they will. They usually are, aren't they? You got the Rumour Engine back in April. Okay, so another article. Need to bulk up a Baneblade. Just add more Battlezone Fronteras terrain. So yeah, they bulked up this. It's quite odd. They put the top and one of the walls on there to make it look like a movable building, I guess. Then these are the trusty Dustback Helamites. Yeah, kind of like mites, termites, yeah. And then you look at this amazing Mad Max vehicle thing. Fantastic. That's coming at some point. You've got the Knights article, Interrogator, look, Gaunt's Ghost return in the Vincular Insurgency. Knight Abominant can summon vile psychic warp storms. Nethermaze article, Middle Earth next supplement. The road goes ever on and on. And then Heresy Thursday. Wow, this is what I'm skipping over a few of the articles for to just go through with you, which is the new plastic Spartan tank. If you have never seen a Spartan tank before, it is massive, but yeah, we've seen it before. Forge World have produced them. They used to produce them where the tracks were separate, and then in a rehaul about 5 years ago, probably about 5 years ago, they changed the mould to include the tracks on the side walls of the tank. So that was a massive upgrade for it. But Forge World, if you didn't know, they are a sort of little studio. I say little studio. They're another studio of Games Workshop. Games Workshop have always owned Forge World, and Forge World came about through Games Workshop, and it still surprises me that people think Forge World is a completely separate like company that make products under a license of Games Workshop, something like that, but they're not. They are one and the same. It's great that they're bringing this, and if I had to pick, you know, some of the top 5 models to bring over to plastic, this would be one of them, big time. Not so much the Contemptor, and I'll tell you why a little bit later on in the video. But it looks very similar to the resin one. I'm hoping that you've got enough space in these doors to magnetize them. I think mine are magnetized, actually. You've got the heavy bolters there, which, yeah, they look like Horus Heresy heavy bolters. That's why they look a little bit strange. But you can change that to apparently heavy bolters or las cannons. Now this thing comes with yeah, you guessed it, 8 las cannons. So you can have 10 las cannons with this thing. Again, people were surprised with the number of las cannons and things. It's always been the case for Spartans to have this many las cannons. What I am surprised with is it doesn't come with the sponsor options to have the laser destroyers. It would have been a great opportunity to have that, as options. Because Forge World never produced a laser destroyer, weapons for these big tanks, because obviously the other tanks can have them too, like the Fellblade and the Typhus and the Cerberus and things like that. But yeah, first impressions, looks great. How much? Who knows? Because currently the Crusader, Land Raider Crusader, is £65. So I'm thinking 90. If it's 80, I'll be very happy and very surprised. But we'll see if they're going to be pushing past the £80 mark. Considering this is definitely way more than £15 worth of extras that you get on a Crusader or Redeemer. So that's the Spartan. You've got to reclaim your Necron Empire from Tyranids, Blood Angels in Battle Sector. How Veteran Knights use knightly techniques to empower their Armiger Equerries. You've got Nether Maze article. Feel the heat from these scorching magma Tyranids. Okay, so these are the scorching magma Tyranids. This person's got lovely bases and they look pretty hot. Then you've got how one act of betrayal shattered 3 legions in just 3 hours. Yeah, absolutely fantastic article if you're not kind of up to speed with Horus Heresy. The Leagues of Votan, or Votan. What exactly is Votan? These are the squats, worth a read. Black Library pre-orders, Soul Drinkers, Soul Slayers, Saturday pre-orders. So this was last week on the Saturday. You could pre-order the Nether Maze and these Exiled Dead, along with Rivals of Harrowdeep and the sticker album, I think. And then look, sticker collection as well. You got the cards box. Then on the Sunday, there was a preview for Necromunda Ash Wastes. It's finally coming, this beautiful scenery. And then, yeah, you've literally got 10 gang members and another 10 gang members, and then 4 of these might creatures, and then 2 vehicles, all for £180, which I think is about $300 or so. So quite a high price point. It looks like a hardback rule book though, and you've got gaming boards, you've got dice, you've got everything to play for this price. And yeah, if you use the Element Games affiliate link code down below, you're probably going to get another 20% off, which would be another £36. So I think you're looking at about £140 pounds or so. You get your free shipping and you get it on release day as well. So £140. When you look at it that way, not too bad, considering these gangs will probably be over £30 each. So that's 60. So you've got £80 there for the vehicles and all of that scenery. I wonder how much that scenery is going to be. Probably over £60 or so, I would say, when it comes out. But yeah, brand new kind of Ash Wastes gaming boards as well. You got the Warhammer. It's coming to UK Games Expo 2022 in June. So there is a Games Expo and Warhammer will be there. So you get to do a few things and you get to pick up these event exclusive minis. And then they unboxed the set, which, yeah, they show you some of the sprues and what's in there as well. You got to look at some of the units. Warhammer Fest is online, unfortunately, again this year, for like the 3rd year in a row. Maybe we'll get it next year, and then I can meet everybody. But look, there's a preview of this new Demon Prince, but that's already been leaked, and they've got an article straight away about that. But yeah, it's for 4 days: Wednesday the 4th, Thursday the 5th, Friday the 6th, and then Saturday the 7th. So pretty much it all kicks off from 4th of May, which is actually only next week. So pretty quick. But I kind of wonder what else they're going to show, because they've showed the big box set for Horus Heresy. They've showed this new Demon Prince. we've got to look at what codexes and things are coming out. 40k might be some more of the Chaos Space Marine stuff, might be some more squat stuff, but they've already shown the knights and things, so interesting. Rumour Engine, got some kind of broken staff thing going on. You've got to look at the Leagues of Votan. This is their profiles. So 5 inches, not too bad. Yep, they're good at range and close combat. They're strong, they're tough. They've only got 1 wound each, but they've got 2 attacks each. Leadership's not too bad, and their save is 4+. So it's like a, slower, slightly less armoured Space Marine in a way. Yeah, great. It's going to be interesting to see about their weapons though. That's going to be the killer in this. You've got the core upgrades. You've got foolproof ways of dealing with Tyranid infestations. You've got Black Library article, Daughters of Cain, and how Chaos Knights sow doom. You've got Necromunda article, and then just this Thursday was another Horus Heresy article about the Contemptor. It might be the colour, guys, that it just makes it look so plain. It might be the pose they've gone for. They do say that you can pose it, but I don't know. I will get one, of course, and I will compare it to my resin one that I have. It comes with a number of weapons. You've got the autocannons. You've got the heavy bolters, which they call... what do they call? They call them... form of a bolt cannon. So they're calling these bolt cannons instead of heavy bolters. Interesting. You've got the las cannons, autocannons, and they're calling this a melter cannon. And then you've got the melter cannon as well. And you can equip it with the Havoc launcher at the top. Yeah, I just think it's the pose and maybe the colour makes it look a bit bland. But that is the Contemptor. We're getting another plastic Contemptor. The previous one was just awful, especially for the price point as well. Got another Knight article, another Necromunda, Middle Earth, Ash Wastes rule breakdown, and then a Horus Heresy article about the way to terror, armies of parade, gods of war for 2022. That's absolutely fantastic. Look at the Mastodon, the colours of that, just incredible. Look at that, beautiful. And then Slaves of Darkness, you've got this. What is this? What is the teeth? What is the front? I mean, the horns, quite cool, but that looks more like a death thing than some kind of demon prince. But yeah, I think the head just looks a bit odd. The hooves are quite square, or uniformed in shape. He's got a nice rock to stand on. The axe looks quite cool. It's quite thick. Wings look alright. Shoulder pauldrons are okay. But yeah, they do say that it's got some options, so it'd be interesting to see how you can change it. Yeah, just not. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I was just expecting something a little bit different. Anyway, that's it for the news. There's a lot to get through today. So let's go through to Forge World and find out that there's no pre-orders because I've already checked. If you go to new and look, there's nothing to pre-order again. So this is quite a few weeks now that they haven't had anything to pre-order. So I guess we'll jump on over to Games Workshop and have a look at this Ash Wastes box set then. Okay, so here we are on Games Workshop's web store on the very first page, and you've got this awesome looking advert for it actually. You've got try it today or find out more. Try it today is kind of like try it, not try it, but purchase it. So it's a bit odd, the wording. And find out more just takes you to the dedicated website for this Necromunda Ash Wastes game. Really, it's not really an expansion, it's actually a full game. You've got all of these other minis that they advertise below, but if we just click new and exclusive and we go to pre-orders, not many I don't think, but if we go to high to low, you've got, this is the main meat today, is the Ash Wastes, and it's £180. I can't remember the last time a box set was kind of this price. I'd probably say Adeptus Titanicus, the Grandmaster Edition. I think was about this price, but it's still a huge amount of money for what contains 26 miniatures and a massive amount of scenery. Okay, I get it. I mean, that scenery is huge. It takes up most of that gaming board. It kind of is the gaming board. There's not an awful lot of room for you to move those vehicles and those mites around. But still, it's quite a big, price entry point. If you're coming into this game, you're gonna need paints. Like if this is your first ever time, you're gonna need paints. You're gonna need glue. You're gonna need hobby knife, things like that. You're probably talking over £300, to maybe even more. But yeah, that's quite a big kind of investment to get into straight away. But these are the minis that I can't knock the minis. They look cool, very Mad Max, and I've always said I like the look of Necromunda, especially these as well. Maybe the miniatures will be available separately, but yeah, you get 26 miniatures. You get 2 Ash Wastes hab buildings, large platform, 2 small platforms, 5 walkways, a double-sided gaming mat, dice, tokens, cards, templates, rules. You've got a 176-page hardcover rule book. One of those is £35-40 or so, so you can knock that straight off the price. So that's the big pre-order today. Obviously last weekend I didn't do a pre-order video, but there was the Underworld's Nether Maze box set for £65, the Rivals of Harrowdeep for £47.50, Dawn of Fire, I think that was pre-order last week. That's gone though. Huron Blackheart, Master of the Maelstrom, to pre-order, £40. See if it's still up. Yes, you still can get it. There's only 2,000, and it's written by Mike Brooks. I don't know whether they've got a deal with Mike to have his books in this kind of format, but it's the same format as the Gazgrel Thraka book. His was just green for the pages. Don't get me wrong, lovely looking book. I want to know how many pages it is though, because I felt the Gazgrel book was a bit short. But I don't know anything about Huron Blackheart, so for me that'd all be brand new material. But I'll probably get the standard edition if that comes out. Orlok Outrider quads, here they are. The miniatures are available separately. This is really odd that they're doing this, that they're releasing these separate, but you can already do some quick maths and see that Outrider quads, £28. The Hellamites, 28 as well, so that's 56. The War Party is 28, that's 84. Where are the Orlocks? Have they missed the Orlocks? Anyway, so 84. I guess it'd be another 28 for the Orlocks. So what's that? So that's £112 for the miniatures if you're going to get them separately. So £68 for the scenery and the rulebook and the gaming board and the dice. It's not too bad when you break it down like that. You've got the Exiled Dead, they were last week. You've got a infantry handbook and paperback. I think that's today because that says pre-order. Soul Drinker's no longer available. Soul Slayer was last week in hardback. Here's the standard edition or the hardback version of Huron Blackheart, $12.99. You've got the Carta Galactica, the Western Hemisphere of Necromunda, for £17. They're just selling a map now for £17. You've got Penitent Book 2 for pre-order, finally in paperback. That's been out, I want to say, at least a year. Dawn of Fire, Throne of Light paperback as well. So they're the pre-orders. So you've got a couple of books. You've got the Necromunda Ash Wastes models separately without the Orlok gang, because I think the Orlok gang are there around already. I want to say I don't think they're particularly new for this set. That's the reason why I've just worked it out. They're not in the pre-orders. And then you've got the Ash Wastes. So that's it for all the pre-orders this weekend. I really want to know what you think is up for the pre-order next weekend. Do you think it's time for Chaos Knights. They've done a lot of articles about knights and things. And will they have Chaos Knights and Imperial Knights in one go? I mean, I say Imperial Knights, it's probably just going to be a codex, isn't it? But there we go. What do you guys think of all the pre-orders today? Please do put your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below as always. It'd be great to hear from you. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.